charged with the offence under Section 17, subsection B of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission or MACC Act 2009, punishable under Section 24 of the same Act. Judge Jalani Abdul Rahman set bail at 18,000 ringgit and fixed 26th of November for the next mention. In other news, a local angler was found dead near the LKIM Kiansam jetty early this morning after he was reported missing during a fishing trip for nearly 3 days. Now, the body was found floating about 50 meters from the jetty by Customs Department staff and members of the People's Volunteer Corps or RELA at 6 a.m. Labuan Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency Director Captain Cik Adnan Mat Isa said the body was sent to the hospital for post-mortem. The deceased, identified as Madin Simeon, 51, had gone fishing around Pulau Burong on 3rd of November at about 6 a.m. and he was reported missing at 7:40 a.m. the same day. Madin also ran a roasted chicken wing stall in Taman Mutiara, Sungai Dedaun, Labuan.
Vanakkam and Deepavali Nal Vartika. Saya ingin mengucapkan selamat Hari Deepavali kepada semua rakyat Malaysia, terutamanya yang beragama Hindu dan Sikh. Tirukural menyebut, sesungguhnya dengan amalan kebaikan, maka hadirlah kemuliaan. Sesungguhnya kejahatan itu menjelma apabila kita melupakan amalan kebaikan. Saya harap cahaya Deepavali ini akan menyinari nilai-nilai yang mengukuhkan persaudaraan dan persatuan kita, rakyat Malaysia. Deepavali juga mengingatkan kita bersama memberikan sinar hidup kepada mereka yang kurang bernasib baik supaya tidak ada kumpulan yang dipinggirkan. Bagi mencapai hasrat ini, peruntukan 100 juta dikhususkan untuk menyokong kaum India dalam Belanjawan 2019. Peruntukan 50 juta juga disediakan untuk pembangunan dan penambahbaikan sekolah jenis kebangsaan Tamil di seluruh negara. Marilah kita sama-sama langkah ke hadapan untuk melahirkan Malaysia baru yang kita semua impikan. Deepavali Vartika. Selamat menyambut Hari Deepavali.
And coming up, heavy rainfall to persist in East Coast and Northern Peninsula states. That story up next. You're watching News on 2. Thanks for staying with us. Sarawak Chief Minister Dato' Abang Johari Tun Openg has announced that the state will impose a 5% sales tax on petroleum products effective January of next year. When presenting the state budget for 2019 during the State Legislative Assembly meeting earlier today, he said the sales tax was introduced after careful consideration and analysis of the state's development. Dato' Abang Johari said the sales tax was imposed on petroleum products such as crude oil, natural gas, liquid natural gas, chemical-based fertilizers and gas to liquid products. The sales tax are expected to yield a total of 3.897 billion ringgit in 2019. Elaborating, the Chief Minister said the high yields are expected from new revenue sources that will act as an alternative fund. Meanwhile, he said Sarawak will continue to focus on rural development to encourage a high level of economic activity. The proposed budget of 9.073 billion ringgit or 76% allocated for development expenditure, while 2.841 billion ringgit, which is 24% of managing expenditure. S&P Global Ratings, a financial services company, has estimated that Petroleum Nasional Berhad or Petronas's balance sheet can absorb negative discretionary cash flows of 40 billion ringgit for 2 years. In a statement released by the company, it said that assuming no change to the company's investment plan, this implies additional one-off dividends of 40 billion ringgit to 50 billion ringgit on top of the regular and exceptional dividends in the 2019 budget. SNP said the special dividend of 30 billion ringgit to the government, however, validates its long-standing credit view that Petronas can be subject to periodic cash calls from the government given its solid financial position, high importance to the national budget and ownership control by the government. They also believe a sustained period of higher oil prices over the next 2 to 3 years will translate into higher dividends from Petronas and potentially additional one-off dividends to the state. The company further noted that Petronas will remain in a net cash position in 2019 and depending on the pace of capital spending disbursement in 2020 as well. The Malaysian Meteorological Department, or MET or Met, has issued a status orange weather warning for states in the east and north coast of the country between now until the 8th of November. Its Director General in a statement said heavy rains are expected to continue at all areas in Kelantan and Terengganu until the 7th of November. Now, heavy rains are also expected to happen in Gua Musang, Kelantan and Kuantan and Pekan in Pahang until the 7th of November. Heavy rains are also expected to fall in Perlis, Kedah, Pulau Pinang and Hulu Perak between the 7th and 8th of November. The department also predicts strong winds of between 40 and 50 kilometers per hour with waves of up to 3.5 meters at the waters off the east coast. And the 2018 Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia or SPM is scheduled to take place from the 13th of November until the 13th of December. In a statement released today, the Ministry of Education said 421,706 candidates had enrolled for the examination this year, which will take place at 3,308 centres nationwide. The statement said a total of 33,361 examiners have been appointed to ensure that the exams run according to schedule. SPM candidates this year comprise of those from government, government-aided and religious government-aided schools, schools under government agencies apart from the Ministry of Education, Sekolah Menengah Agama Rakyat, private schools registered with the Education Ministry and private candidates. The Ministry also urged all candidates to refer to the examination timetable for information on the timings and instructions to be adhered to. It can be downloaded from the Examination Board's website at lp.moe.gov.my. French abattoir closed after secret video shows suspected animal cruelty. That and more coming up in our foreign segment. You're watching News on Tuesday with us.